Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, sit down. No, seriously, put your bag down, grab that bottle of Pinot we opened last night and get comfortable because I have the hottest, steeping-ass tea to spill and it is scalding. You know how I've been weirdly stressed lately? And you kept asking if it was work. It wasn't work. It's him. Yes, him, the sperm donor, my father. So boom, February hits, right? We're just living our lives in 2025, minding our business, trying to survive late-stage capitalism, and I get the news. He died, just like that. Gone. And I know what you're going to ask. Are you okay? Are you crying? Girl, please, I haven't seen the man since I was 8 years old. 8, I am a grown woman. He has been a ghost to me for decades, so him actually becoming a ghost, it didn't change my Tuesday. I felt nothing. Here is where it gets messy. You know he had a whole other life, right? A whole secret garden family I wasn't invited to. He has 3 other sons, 3 brothers I have never had a relationship with. I'm talking total strangers. We didn't do Christmas, we didn't do birthdays, nothing. Like, imagine knowing you have siblings walking the earth who share your DNA, but you wouldn't recognize them in a lineup at Starbucks. That has been my life. So he dies without a will. Can you believe that? You abandon your daughter, start a whole new franchise of children, own a house, and don't write down a single instruction. Typical. Now enter the audacity. About a week after he passes, I get contacted by another family member. They come at me with this sweet, sickeningly syrupy tone, asking for a small favor. They wanted me to sign a document. And guess what that document was? They wanted me to sign away my rights to his probate. I literally laughed out loud. I was standing in my kitchen and I cackled. They really thought I was going to be the nice, forgotten daughter who just bows out so the boys can have everything. Yeah, right. He didn't pay for my braces, he didn't pay for my college, he didn't walk me across any stages, but he is sure as hell going to pay me now. So I did some digging. I looked up the laws here in Arizona, and girl, the law is on my side. Since he died without a will intestate, the state says that everything is split equally among the children. That means I am officially, legally, 1/4 owner of his estate, including the house. The house that my 3 stranger brothers are currently living in. Can you imagine the panic over there? They are sitting in a house that they probably thought was theirs. And suddenly, the sister they ignored for 20 years owns a giant chunk of the roof over their heads. So the brothers decide, shockingly, that they want to keep the house. Obviously, they live there, it's their home base. And listen, I'm not a monster. I told you I have no ill will toward them. They are just guys who happen to have the same dad. I don't want to kick them out on the street. I don't want to move into the house. Could you imagine? The vibes must be rancid. I don't want to be a landlord to my estranged siblings. I just want out. I told them, fine, keep the house. I don't want it, but you have to buy me out. And this is where the tea gets lukewarm and murky. One of the brothers stepped up to be the executor. He contacted me and said they agree to buy my portion. Great, fantastic. Cut me a check and I will disappear back into the mist like I was never there. But then, he said something that made my ears perk up. He mentioned that he's going to get the property assessed and get the report notarized. Now, you know me. I overthink everything. Why did he phrase it like that? Assessed. Here is my fear, and this is the drama I'm dealing with right now. There are 2 ways to value a house, right? There's the market value, what it would sell for on Zillow, real money. Then there's the tax-assessed value. That's the number the county uses for taxes. And you know the tax value is always way lower than the market value. Like tens of thousands lower. If the house is worth, say, $400,000 on the market, my share is $100,000. But if he tries to use the county tax assessment, and the county says it's only worth $250,000, then my check is only $62,500. Do you see the problem? Do you see the scam forming in real time? I feel like they're trying to pull a fast one on me. They want to keep the house, which is fine, but they want to pay me the family discount rate. And I am sorry, but the family discount expired when my dad didn't send a card for my 16th birthday. It expired when I sat waiting on the porch for visits that never happened. I am entitled to my portion. And not just a token amount, I want the actual value. My dad never did his part for me in life. He never contributed. He never helped Mom. He just existed somewhere else playing house with these other people. So in my head, this inheritance, this is back pay. This is reparations for emotional damages. This is the abandonment tax, and I am here to collect every single cent. So now I'm in this awkward standoff. I'm waiting to see what number this brother comes back with. He's talking about getting a notarized report, which sounds official, but anyone can notarize anything. A notary just proves you signed it. It doesn't prove the numbers are fair. I need to know, am I legally entitled to the market value? Like, if they dragged this to court and a judge looked at it, would the judge say, yes, pay her the real estate price? Or can they legally screw me over with the county tax assessment? I'm sitting here refreshing my email, waiting for this assessment to drop, ready to go to war. I've already looked up realtors in the area. I'm half tempted to hire my own appraiser just to be petty. Can you imagine me showing up to the house with a clipboard and a blazer? Hi boys, nice to meet you, I'm your sister, and I'm here to appraise the living room. It's the principle of it, you know. The idea that they might try to shortchange me again, after he shortchanged me my whole childhood. Absolutely not. Not today, Satan. Not in 2025. I honestly think they assumed I would just be passive. But they don't know me. I'm really trying to keep it civil. I told the brother, I have no ill will. And I meant it. But business is business. If they want to keep that house, the house filled with his memories, his stuff, the life he chose over me, they can keep it. But they are going to buy me out at full retail price. I want the Zestimate, honey. Am I wrong? Am I being too harsh? I feel like I'm standing over his grave with a calculator, but honestly, he left me no choice. What would you do? Would you take the lower amount just to be done with it? Or would you fight for the market value? Because right now, I'm feeling very fight mode. I've been invisible to this family for 20 years. Well, they're definitely going to see me now, and they're going to see the bill.